Trains with bodies of Ukrainian soldiers will start moving to the border in an hour, according to Russian General Alexander Zorin. This comes after a series of ambiguous statements from Moscow, which yesterday accused Ukraine of delaying the exchange of prisoners and bodies. Ukraine denied the allegation, saying Russia had not honored the agreement over prisoners selection and was acting unilaterally on the bodies of the deceased soldiers, as no swap date had been agreed. Meanwhile, Russia claims that its forces have reached Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region. The area borders Donetsk to the west and Zaporizhzhia to the north. According to reports, the Russian Defense Ministry has said that a tank division advanced to Donetsk's western border and is continuing into Dnipropetrovsk. Moreover, reports also suggest that Russian forces have reportedly captured Zoria in Donetsk. This comes after Russia launched a major overnight drone and missile attack on Ukraine. 49 drones targeted Kharkiv and Donetsk, while 3 missiles were launched from Crimea and Zaporizhzhia. Ukraine, it says it downed 40 drones using aviation missile units, electronic warfare and mobile fire groups. Meanwhile, in Russia, drone attacks prompted temporary suspension of operations at Moscow's 2 major airports. Russia's defense ministry claimed 61 Ukrainian drones were launched between June 7th and 8th, targeting Moscow, Crimea, and the regions of Bryansk, Belgorod, Kaluga, Tula, Oriol, and Kursk. Now we have guest Professor Georgy Toloraya. He's an international affairs expert joining us live from Moscow. Welcome to NewsX World. Thank you for joining us today. Let me ask. If Russia is serious about humanitarian principle, then why the returning of the bodies of fallen Ukrainian soldiers, and why use this as a bargaining chip, according to you?
I see that the Russian suggestion to return the bodies which were collected, which were frozen, which were identified, it took Ukrainians by surprise. They were confused. Looks like they didn't expect that. And this is for 2 reasons why this is so inconvenient for them. Because first, they would have to formally admit the losses, the dead who were previously not accounted for, or they were maybe classified as missed in action. And second, of course, is the economical side. Because once a person who deceased in the combat is identified, the state is supposed to pay compensation, and rather considerable sums were determined in Ukrainian law. And looks like the Ukrainians want to use this money somewhere else, on some better terms. So they're not very eager to admit the losses and to pay the compensation. I think this is the reason for the confusion and for the delays.
And are peace talks still viable when humanitarian coordination breaks down, with both sides clashing over the repatriation of war dead? Can stalled peace talks realistically take place?
Well, Russia is not clashing about the return of the bodies or exchange of prisoners. We're absolutely clear on that, and we're doing this for humanitarian reasons. I said why it is not convenient for Ukrainians, but that's their business. It's not corresponds to Christian morals at all, but that's the way it goes. And of course, on Russia's side, there are no objections to the peace talks. Once the process continues, once the Ukrainian side will start a memorandum, the draft memorandum, which we handed over, I think that we presume that the peace talks may resume.
And how is the Dnipropetrovsk advance likely to affect Western support for Ukraine?
Well, West is still trying to support Ukraine regardless of what they're doing. I'm speaking now about the Europeans, European Union. So I don't know what else could happen for the West to stop the support of Ukraine.
And according to you, how do you think such delays in case the delays happen of the fallen soldiers transferring of bodies, how do you think it will affect the international perceptions of what Russia and Ukraine agreed on the last talks?
We made the suggestion, and the Ukrainians, I understand, they accepted it. Now they're procrastinating on the obligations. As I've said, that's their business. Russia is not very much eager or very much saddened by keeping these borders longer. If Ukrainians won't take them properly, we'll have to bury them. Of course, that adds to the situation when the support of Ukrainian state should wither, but still it doesn't happen. I don't know what else they should do for the world to understand their true nature.
And in case this does not take place or gets delayed, the body exchange is a sign of that both sides are moving further away from ceasefire talks. Can this be a sign taken as that?